The DIY queens on YouTube are quaking.
It is barely 4:30 p.m. here in Toronto. And this is with the car light on, the crappy car light. Although I did not receive a Drew hoodie for Christmas, it's fine, I get it. I'm trying not to buy one myself as of right now because, you know, my boyfriend and I just moved out and I'm paying $400 for a cleaning lady to come on Monday. Am I being scammed? Maybe, because I sound like a 12-year-old on the phone and I've never had to hire a cleaning lady before. There's a very high possibility of that. I decided why not try and do a little fun thrift flip, some sort of like outfit inspired by the video. Justin obviously wears a ton of like baggy clothes. Clearly I'm on board with that. We're gonna head in, see what we can find, and finally put my scissors to use and my sewing machine and all of that kind of good stuff. So wish me luck. It's gonna be a journey, friends. Buckle up. Whatever. Apparently pink is not a common color for men's sweaters. This is so close, but not quite. Salmon. New lid review, I guess. Honestly, not gonna lie, I would definitely be a Dunkin' girl if Dunkin' was here still in Canada. RIP. That's not a possibility anymore, so we're gonna give Timmy's another shot. Cheers, Justin. I appreciate your guys' patience as I am here in my kitchen today because, as I mentioned before, my boyfriend and I are currently in the process of moving, so the set isn't looking as glamorous as it normally does, and we're gonna just work with what we got here, and what we've got is a semi-clean, well-lit kitchen. Probably the safest environment to be working with dye today because I don't wanna incur any damages on this apartment right before we gotta leave. So we're gonna try and keep the pink dye to a minimum. Now I'm realizing every freaking thing in this place is white. As you guys saw, I wasn't having any luck finding a pink men's hoodie, which kind of clicked to me afterwards because generally the thrift store is more full of older clothing than newer clothing, and I don't think men really started wearing pink as commonly as they do today until like a few years ago, which is like kind of a crazy thought to me. I was like, whoa, pink was not a norm in the men's section, so that's where I kind of struggled. So instead, we picked up a ton of white hoodies. And you might be wondering, Sarah, Justin is not wearing a white hoodie. What are you gonna do with those? Well, my genius self decided that if we can't get light pink, we might as well get white and try and dye it light pink. This could go so terribly wrong. I'm gonna be using a Betsy Johnson tie-dye kit that I found at some random ass craft store the other day, and it was packaged in 2004. So we're gonna be working with this lovely $4.99 Foot Locker men's large kind of off-white hoodie. So this should give the effect really nicely. It does have some staining around the collar. Before we get actually into that very vintage tie-dye kit, we're actually gonna go ahead and do some distressing on this hoodie. Got my fabric scissors. These are from Amazon. If you're into thrift flipping, you need these in your life. I will have them linked down below, as well as the 2004 tie-dye kit. Just kidding. I'm gonna start holing away. First, you know what, we're gonna do the hood. We're gonna go hard on the hood because there's nasty stuff on this hood, so the more that we can get off, the better. And now we're just gonna kind of pull away at it. If you have tweezers, that would also probably be a good idea. Some little holes around the big holes. Guys, I think I need to watch the video again. Where were the holes? Okay, so I've realized that the placement of the holes isn't all that important, and we don't need this video to be focused on hole making, so I'm gonna go for it. You guys saw what I've been doing. So we have this very small bucket, and the star of the show, Betsy right over here. Honestly, I don't really expect many of you to know who Betsy Johnson is because I feel like 90% of you probably watching this were born after 2004. Oh my god, I don't think this is gonna work. Okay. Well, this is fun. 4 steps we can manage. Oh, instant pink. I should be wearing the gloves. I should be wearing the gloves. Oh my god, this is a workout. I was watching a lady on YouTube dye things and she was like having the time of her life. So hoping things are gonna turn around in a couple seconds because I'm gassed. She actually put salt for whatever reason. She put salt. So I don't have any regular table salt, but we have pink Himalayan salt. And since we're dyeing this thing pink anyways, I mean, that should work, right? The DIY queens on YouTube are quaking. Fine. I'm gonna put the gloves back on. That's what I'm gonna do. So here goes nothing. It's not open. TikTok take 2. If I didn't have to TikTok this whole thing, I'd probably be in a much better position right now. We're gonna go with that. I don't know how much I want to add because like the sweater is pretty light pink. Oh, we need a, oh, this is looking kind of cute. We're gonna do this a little bit. And now we are going to add in our hoodie. Here goes nothing. Ah, you guys, it's all happening. The key here, I believe, is just to get everything evenly dispersed, but this color, pretty dang spot on. Although we are losing sunlight here and my vision is kind of going. We have a hole in the glove. We have a hole in the glove. That's something I should have accounted for. Expired hand protection. Too late now. Cheers to my pink finger. And ta-da! So I'm gonna rinse this through a bunch of times. It's not looking bad though, guys. This is kind of promising. Like, there's no spots where I'm like, oh my gosh, I totally like missed that. I'm like really kind of nervous now that this dye is just gonna wash out. So you know when you're like brutally pale because you never see the sunlight in Canada and you decide to put on some self-tanner and you feel like you're even less saturated than the day before? Well, I feel like that's kind of what happened over here. If you look at it in the right light, this is white. This is slightly off white pink. I should have added more dye, or I should have just used a non-expired dye. Probably should have used this one that the kind lady on YouTube who is an expert in dyeing recommended. So I will have that link down below for all y'all who want to do this a little bit better than myself. But now comes the truly fun part. I picked up this on Amazon. This is the dimensional fabric paint. Comes in rainbow and neon. I could have used tracing paper, but again, I'm not a pro DIYer. We're learning here one step at a time. Instead, I'm just gonna kind of use the reference photo of the Yummy logo. I'm a firm believer and you shouldn't really like take people's things and rip them off. So instead, we're gonna be creating merch for Justin Bieber. Like, Justin Bieber, you can thank me later. This is what we are working with. If you haven't already seen, you're probably living under a rock. Kind of messy naturally, so I'm thinking that could work in our favor today because clearly I'm not the most precise DIYer on the internet. This is not gonna be, I'm trying to like do, okay. Okay, guys, I'm sweating. I'm kind of realizing that this looks like Chris Clemens merch right now. So apologies in advance to Chris. I am not trying to knock off your merch, but maybe Justin Bieber is, so just a warning. I don't know if you guys can see what's going on here, but this isn't looking half bad. I should have just gotten regular fabric paint for this part. Art. Was not as bad as I expected it to be. Those paints, 10 out of 10. This is the final result. I obviously let the paint dry. Does it look pink against the snow?
No.
By the way, this jacket I got for like $1 at the Goodwill bins in New York. That vlog's gonna be up soon, so stay tuned. Am I blending in or standing out?
A little bit of both.
This is the pink-inspired Yummy Justin Bieber hoodie. You know, some may like the song, some may hate it, but I'm a believer for life. So I'm gonna wear this. I have been wearing this for the past 24 hours, and you know what? That was a fun, very fun journey. So don't forget to subscribe, give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you all in a couple days with a new thrifting video. So see you then. Of the world, gonna get a grip every time. I try to hold on, I slip deep in this feeling that gravity pulls me down. I know I'm tripping, I'm falling in love with the drum breaks. She keep me safe from the gunplay when I'm hungry. She feed my soul when I'm lonely.